The day has finally arrived. Today is the day that we get to decorate for fall. I'm so excited. I think I love decorating for fall so much because I wish very much that I was a color girly. I have many influencers that I follow that do beautiful things with their homes, make it look like an absolute anthropology dream. But for me, I've noticed over the years that when I pick out something with color, especially like bold colors or just anything kind of out of my normal comfort zone, I guess, I end up getting tired of it sooner. So I decided a couple of years ago to just really stick with neutral colors because that's going to give my items the most longevity. And I think that's why I love decorating for fall so much, is because fall is all about the beautiful neutral tones and warm colors, browns, oranges, like all of that. So I'm so excited to decorate today. I think the best place to start is going to be here in the kitchen because this is where we spend a lot of our time and it's one of my favorite places in the house to decorate. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get started right here with the coffee bar. By far, one of my favorite ways to decorate for fall is obviously using faux stems. I wasn't really a fan of like fake florals and stuff, even just a few years ago. But in the last couple of years, I've really fallen in love with them. Like, you can't look at fall, like faux florals up close because they aren't real. But if you look at them from far away, they look amazing. And especially these ones from A Floral, these are probably the best out there. They usually have the best color and they hold up really well. And I love that they bring back the same stems year after year so that you can always add to your collection, take away from your collection, things like that. So I want this to kind of keep this more minimal look. I have two stems here and I do like this minimal stem here, but I think I'm going to swap it out for just a single one of these. These are one of my favorites. And a little tip with any faux stem or floral, always fluff it. Always bend the stems and make it as like, I don't know, just unexpected as possible because otherwise it will really look fake. So the best way to make it look as realistic as possible is to bend up the stems. Okay, so for coffee mugs, I have a ton of Halloween coffee mugs, but I'm just not ready to put those out yet. So I just want to do like some of the fall ones. So I have this one. I think this was from Target a couple of years ago. This one was from Target last year. It's not necessarily like screaming fall, but I think anything like grid and kind of gingham looking kind of gives fall vibes. This one I found this year. It's from the Hearth and Hand collection. I love it. I also got some of the cute little like appetizer plates that match this. It's got a little mushroom on it. This is just such a cute little mug. This has been my go-to mug pretty much every morning. And then I also have this cute one from Anthropologie from a few years ago. It's from the Natalie Lette. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but it's from one of her collections. I think she's done a few collections with Anthropologie, and I have some glasses of hers as well that I'll show you a little later. This whole collection, she's just such a talented artist. These are so cute. This is about as much color as I can handle in my decor. I love a good coupe glass. And when I saw that they had like a chocolatey brown coupe, I was like, okay, I have to get it. It's just a little bit more pleasing to the eye to see things at various heights. So using fancy glasses like this gives you that extra height and will make things just look a little bit more visually interesting. I love adding a little cutting board moment to the backsplash, again, just to add a little bit more visual interest. This one is from World Market. I got it a couple of years ago. These are just so cute and so great. And although it might not get used very often, like I'll use it as like a serving tray, but I don't use it for cutting. So it's not the most functional cutting board, but it does like just give that little extra. One fruit that I think just screams fall and just looks so beautiful is these like dark colored pears. Now these are not real pears. They are faux pears, which is even better because they'll last all season long. But I just feel like they're just a really pretty way to add a little bit of that fall feel in an organic way, with a little bit of fake fruit. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I love an icon juice glass. So I love putting these out and changing them out with the seasons. I have so many now. I have quite the collection. But this year I went ahead and got the really cute confetti glass with the little footballs on it. I love this one. The fact that it was brown and it had footballs, I was like, okay, this is like the one time I can get on board for a little bit of football decor for the house. So I think that's kind of fun because my husband does like to watch football. And then I have the cute squirrel one from last year's collection. I have a leaf one and I have a mushroom one as well. So I like to put these out in the fall and just swap them out with the seasons. So this winter, I bought this beautiful platter from Amazon. It's giving all of the like handmade anthropology vibes, but I found it on Amazon. And I realized that at Target that last year they had this beautiful platter. So I'm going to swap these out. And I think that's going to be perfect for fall. So these are the cute little mushroom appetizer plates I was telling you about that I found that are from the Hearth and Hand collection from this year. These are so cute and they match the mug. The color is perfect. One more thing that you can't forget is to swap out your soap for the fall smelling soap. This acorn spice soap from Mrs. Meyer's is one of my favorites. Like I keep this one out pretty much all year round, but it is perfect for this time of the year. So make sure you swap out your soaps too, just as like a little extra touch. Okay, so I have a little bit of an internal debate going on. I have these garlands that I got last year from A Floral, which are the, and I don't know if I'm saying this right, the semi-fuga faux garland. These went like completely viral last year. Everybody was buying the stems and the garlands. And I have two of them here. Last year I put them on the Fireplace, but they were very dark. And so they didn't really even show as this beautiful purple, like raisin color that they are. But I'm wondering if I put them in here in the kitchen, if they would be. But here's my debate. Do I hang these up over the window and just kind of like drape them? Or do I split them and do one on top of each shelf in here? I can't decide. I'm thinking the window because there's already enough happening here. What do you guys think? I think I'm gonna try the window, and if I hate it, I'll take it down. Okay, I need to fix it for sure. I need to step back and take a look. Obviously, I need to kind of even it out if I'm going to go this route. Okay, so I decided to try them out by draping them over the top of the shelves. And I'm definitely liking this look a lot better. It still kind of gives you a little bit of this nice framing here because it's like framing the window a little bit, but it's a little bit less heavy, but it also just adds some fun detail to the shelves. Okay, last but not least, because we will see if there's anything else that we find out in those totes out there, but you have to add my little pumpkin crock. These are pretty easy to find. This one is from World Market a few years ago, but there's so many now. But this guy just lives on the stove for the whole season of fall. Yeah, I knew there'd be one more thing I would think of, and there's probably going to be even more later on, but I have these cute little, I don't know what these actually are. If you know, let me know. But they kind of look like little witches' brooms. And I like to use these in fall because they just look so cute. If you watch my recent video, I did just micro cement over tile. So this is micro cement. So I can't nail into it, but I was thinking I could use this little tacky putty, which is what I like to use for a lot of different things, to hang these here and take my little fishy. We'll take the little fishy out and save him for like spring, because he's definitely more like a summer spring type of thing, and swap him out for the cute little witch's brooms. Maybe these need to go over here. This is not tall enough. It doesn't quite look right. Maybe I need to rethink my placement here. Okay, I'm thinking up here on this wall might be really cute. So let's give this a try. Okay, perfect. Fixed the placement just a little bit, and I think those look so cute. Okay, I don't have a whole lot of swaps for this arch cabinet, but I am thinking I might drape this garland over top of the arch, and then I just have like a couple of glasses to swap out in here and some more faux like florals to add. So I'm using more of that putty stuff that I like to use to decorate with, to give this kind of like a asymmetrical look. I don't want it to be completely even. So I'm just using some of that putty to help hold it in place. Okay, so these are more of those glasses I was telling you about, Natalie Lete. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but these are so cute. These are from Anthropology a couple years ago. I think these will just look so cute in here. So the credenza is in the foyer, like the entryway. We don't really have a foyer, like a formal foyer, but it's in the entryway. So I love to save this space for some of my absolute favorite pieces. And these right here are my favorite stems. These are the oak stems from Pottery Barn, and they have the cute little acorn detail. The color on these, the shape, the acorns, like these are just so pretty. So I want to put these in the entryway so that they're one of the first things you see when you walk in the house. I love these so much. They're a bit of a splurge, but 100% worth it. This is 2 of the stems right here. And last year I paired it in this beautiful vase from McGee & Co. And it looked really pretty. I have some preserved moss. This is from back at Christmas when I had some of my lighted like trees in here. And I'm wondering if I could find some preserved moss that's more like autumn tones, because I think that could be really cute. So, but that might be a different project for a different day. I recently picked up a couple of cute new like coffee table books. So this one is Arranging Things. I took the cover off and it's got this really pretty like maroon raisin color, and it pairs perfectly with this Jake Arnold book. Again, I took the cover off. This one has the best color for decorating for fall. Highly recommend this book. And also it's like both of these books are really great to look through. So much inspiration in these, and I love decorating with books. So a couple of years ago, I asked for this cute record player for my birthday. So I've been slowly collecting mostly like seasonal records. And so far I have this cool Nightmare Before Christmas one. This one is really neat because it's got images on the record. So as the record spins, it like makes an animation. And then this one is so cute. And this is the one I like to put out right now in fall because this one is shaped like a pumpkin and it is just absolutely adorable. And it's a cute record to listen to while we decorate. So we all know that the Pottery Barn terracotta pumpkins basically went viral and everybody started making their own dupes for the these pumpkins. But honestly, maybe I just am very particular. I just think that you can't beat Pottery Barn. They do it best. And this year they came out with a new color. This is, oh gosh, I can't think of the name, but I'll put it down below for you guys. They came out with a neutral color. Maybe it's beige. Maybe that's the color that it is. So I love these and I think it's perfect. Somebody gave me this idea that in fall or like September, you turn them backwards so that it just looks like a pumpkin. And then in October, you can turn them the front way and have it be a jack-o'-lantern. So I think that's what I'm going to do for now. I have a few other books that I recently got. The first one is this curated style book. This might be my favorite coffee table book that I've ever purchased. It is the most beautiful book ever. I love this little squiggle detail and the linen on the cover. It's just absolutely beautiful. So it's going front and center on the coffee table. I also picked up this book, The Space That Keeps You. This one is very pretty as well, has the perfect fall tones. I've been really liking accents that are made out of glass lately, and this is just so pretty. I don't have the right candle for this yet, but I had also thought, you know, like if I didn't have a toddler, I would totally put some cute acorns in here. If you collect vintage matchboxes or something fun like that, this is such a cute little find. I did put out these semi-fuga faux stems. These ones are the ones from Amazon from last year. They are pretty good. They're not quite as good as the A floral ones because they aren't quite as like flexible and bendy. A lot of the really good faux stems or floral stems will have like good wiring in them, so you can really arrange them exactly how you want it to look. These don't have that, so it does make it a little bit tough to style them, but the color is really beautiful and they just add so much to the space. I do have a new tree on the way. I am so excited for it. I was looking at this tree and I love this little moment over here. It's one of my favorite little corners of the house, but it was going to need a little fall update if we were going to be able to keep a tree here because this tree is just so summery. So I have a fall tree on the way. I'm very excited for that. I did go ahead and put up, and I have to style this still. I have to like fix it, but I did go ahead and put up this lighter colored garland here because last year I did the pretty semi-fuga ones and they did look really beautiful, but the contrast from the white to that dark raisin color was just so much, it almost looked black. So I decided to go ahead and do this one here for this year. And I haven't even opened this yet, but this is a new blanket from the Hearth and Hand collection for fall. The color could not be more perfect for these chairs. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, lay this out on one of the chairs as like a little accent throw blanket, and go and find some pillows to add to these chairs. So one of the last spaces in the living room to kind of spruce up here is this, I guess you could call this like the dining credenza. And I've had these lighted branches since Christmas. I love twinkle lights. Like I would leave my twinkle lights up all year round. And I did with these lighted branches, but I think it's time to swap these out because I think these branches from Hobby Lobby will be really pretty in this space. And it'll be nice to kind of give this whole area a little bit of a refresh. And I'm going to add in a few pumpkins into the cabinet here just to kind of give it a little bit more of some fall feels. So I think that that is a wrap for this year's fall decorating extravaganza. I had so much fun. I hope you guys did as well. The house is looking beautiful and it's giving all of the fall vibes. The burr months are finally here, and I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I absolutely come to life during these final months of the year. They are so much fun for me. I just love turning the house into a magical seasonal escape. during these months. I just want to thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I love you, and I will see you soon. Mwah. Bye.